Right, on to the Garrett Apex test. We shall be doing a test with 4 different coils. The one featured in this video coming up will be the standard 11x8 radar coil, the DD coil. Right, just get the setup going first. On off. Right, just got that added system. Right, I should be using it in relic mode or 0 discrim mode. We'll go for a relic mode. Iron audio on. Sensitivity, well, 1 off the top. Volume maximum 8. Iron volume 2. Frequency is multi-frequency, and we're using it on channel 6, although other channels are available. That seems quite quiet at the moment. Right, onto a very low conductive target. This is a gold chain 20 inches long, rolled up into a ball 1 inch deep. A bit of iron sort of noise going on in there. It's probably confusing the lengths of the chain. That's what you normally get, but it's giving you a signal, though it might be a bit dodgy. 5 inch long gold chain, 1 inch deep. More straightforward signal. Roman bronze, 3 inches. Fine silver earring, 1 inch deep. It's actually getting that, although there's no actual visual ID on the screen. It's obviously just out of its range, but it's giving you a positive signal, so that should be coming out. Low conductive cut quarter, 4 inches. Again, it's getting it, but just out of the target ID range. Small pewter button, 4 inches. 6 inches. 7 inches. 8 inches. Again, just losing the ID. Coke. 37, that's sort of the gold chain mode, so if you're going to pick the gold chains up, you'd have to be digging the coke as well, I'm afraid. Thin copper ring, 10 inches deep. Thin copper ring, 8 inches deep, a bit smaller. Just about, yeah. 5 inch deep 177 pallet. Yeah, gets that and gives you target ID. 4 inch deep 177 pallet. Galena, 6 inches. Again, same signal as coke, so that's the norm. Right, onto the separation and discrimination. The iron cord 2 pence. A bit of a grunt going on there. I guess you're quite happy, but a bit of a grunt going on in there, which is obviously the iron coming out as well. Crown bottle top. Yes, sir. Coins, iron low conductivity, 8 inches deep, 1 inch apart. It isn't giving me 2 different tones, but the numbers are jumping about a bit, but it does that on most detectors, I suppose. It isn't telling me there's 2 coins down there anyway. Same again, only 3 inches deep. That definitely is. Ring pull. Coming in about 57, 58, 59, and 20 pence. About the same, can't separate those. High and low conductive coins, 3 inches deep with a steel staple in the middle. Getting all 3 of those. Onto the low conductive coins, we've got 5 pences. I think we can start a bit higher than 4 inches. We'll go for 8 inches. 9 inches. 10 inches. I'm losing the signal a bit there. 11 inches. It's getting that, but of course the audio's dropped now and the target ID is sort of fading. 12 inches. It's a bit too vague, really. But excellent. Cut quarter 7 inches, to be optimistic. 6 inches. It's getting them. 5 inches. 4 inches. 2 inches. Work backwards on that one. Alright, 5 pences on edge. We'll go for the 7-inch one, straight to the top. Down the length. It's a very, very good detector, this is at the moment. Right, onto the artifacts. Large musket ball, 4 inches. The signal, there is an iron involved in my tools, as I've found before. 7-inch deep musket ball. Small bottle, 6 inches. 8 inches. Fibula, 3 inches. 5 inches. Right, we'll go on to the other artifacts as well, that I don't normally bother with. Also on this bottle, 15 inches deep. 10 inches deep. Musket ball. Fibula, 7 inches. Large lead weight, 14 inches. Yep, getting that. Thimble, 12 inches. Very faint signals these are, but it is actually getting them. Once needs some sort of amplification inserting within the detector somewhere. Teaspoon, 13 inches. Very, very faint signals. Small bottle, 10 inches. Ought to be you should leave in the ground because it sounds so faint. I mean, I'm saying it's getting it because I know it's actually there, but if you didn't actually know it was there, you'd probably see that it's ground noise or walk away from it. But I'm just showing on the test really what it is actually capable of. Whether you actually dig it or not is another thing. Right, silver coins. Silver threepenny bit, 6 inches. Silver sixpence, 7 inches. Silver shilling, 8 inches. Edward penny, 6 inches. Hammered. 8-inch deep, 1563 silver threepenny bit, hammered. Silver threepenny bit, 8 inches. Sixpence, 9 inches. Shilling, 10 inches. Florin, 12 inches. Half crown, 14 inches. Crown, triple nickel, 13 inches. I mean, if you had headphones on, you'd hear your signals a lot better. I've got a little microphone just next to the speaker to amplify it slightly. But if it was an amplifier, as I say, put in this detector, it'd be a world beater. Oh, shoot, 6 inches. I'd probably have to dig that, I suppose, but I would be expecting iron. Iron bottle, 6 inches. 20 pence, 8 inches deep, 3 nails sitting on top of it. £20, 8 inches deep with 3 nails, 4 inches above it. probably see that as iron. Just about getting it. It's getting it, obviously, but whether you'd actually dig it or not. 20 pence. 8 inches deep. That must be some sort of overload, I presume. And 3 nails, about 1 inch down above. See if he gets it from the side. Some detectors do. This one obviously doesn't. Knife blade, 2 inches deep, with 2 copper rivets sticking out of it. That's the overload type again. It's just being overwhelmed, I think, by... I trust this detector with the low tone, so anything that gives you a low tone in here is going to be something like it does on a Mine Lab. I do like the tones on it. Should not like me, really, giving compliments to Garrett. Large nail, 6 inches deep with 20 pence sitting on top of it. Georgian Apex, 6 inches deep. Coke, 1 inch deep above it. That's a Coke coming up to 38, and we're moving in front of it slightly. There's a Georgian Apex. Penknife, that shouldn't be any problem. Horseshoe, 2 inches, 20 pence, 6 inches. Directly underneath. There's the horseshoe again with the overload. It's very, very accurate on the discrimination. This is that low tone coming in, you know there's something there, although it's primarily iron. 20 pence, 2 inches, horseshoe, 6 inches. 6 halfpennies stacked on top of each other, 11 inches deep. 100 mixed coins and a pot 20 inches deep. Not great on that one, really. Try to give it faster, yeah, I get it. 6 halfpennies in a row on edge, 2 inches deep. Missing it from that way, should get it from the other way. Onto the high conductive coins, we've got Georgian Apex, 6 inches. In fact, we'll just skip that and go straight to the 9 inch one. 10 inches. 11 inches. 12 inches. 13 inches. It nearly gets that. Crazy. Georgian Apex on edge. We'll start with the 8 inch one, I suppose, at the top. Down the length. This is a cross. Faint signal again, but it's getting it. Cartwheel pennies. We'll start, I think, with the 13 inch deep one. Don't normally do that, but I think it's capable. $14 inches cartwheel penny. Yep, getting it. Cartwheel penny on edge. 9 inches. Down the length and across. Yep, pretty awesome. I've just tried it quickly over a few targets, and 15 kilohertz and multi-frequencies is definitely better, there's no doubt about that. I was going to do a complete test in 15 kilohertz, but I've got the answers I require now, so I'll stick to a multi-frequency. But if you get used to this detector, and you get used to those faint, deep signals, this could be a game changer, it really could. It's near enough on power for Manticore.
Well, I wasn't quite expecting that. It was a bit of a shock, really. I've had one of these before when they first came out, but it was absolutely dire. I think at the time I put on my blog on my website, made some comment to the along the lines of, doesn't anybody ever test these damn things before we sell them? You can only use it on 15 kilohertz. Multi-frequency is completely useless. Got no depth, no performance, no nothing really. So when I got this one in recently, I thought I'd run it over test bed and do a video on it. I wasn't expecting anything like I got. Whether it's down to the coil change, I mean, the original one I had before, I'd got a Viper coil on. This has obviously got a better coil on the 11x8, and also it's got a Detech Ultimate as well, which was quite a bit better than the Garrett coil. It gave all the signals a bit sharper and a little bit louder. Sorry if you couldn't hear many of the tones, but they were, as I pointed out several times in the video, they were very, very low. It does definitely be some booster or something on it to sort of, so you've got a fighting chance of actually hearing what's happening. But of course, if you've got headphones on, you would hear it a lot better anyway. But having played the video back, there's one or two targets that I can't hardly hear the actual audio, although I could when I was doing the test. And I had a small microphone, as I mentioned before, just behind the speaker, so it is quiet. I've noticed there's been a few updates on it as well since I had mine originally. So perhaps that's actually done something, or it could be the change of coil that's done something, or a combination of both. But I don't think Garrett probably know how good this actually is, or he would put another couple £100 on the price tag, no doubt. It hasn't got all the bells and whistles that most detectors have got nowadays. It's just got on it what you need, really. It wasn't great among the iron, but it got most of the signals there anyway, but you could tell it was not as good as a Deus or a Manticore in that sort of area, although overall it gave a similar sort of score on the leaderboard. It always fascinated me that aftermarket coils like Nell, Mars, Detech always been better than the actual ones that are actually fitted to the detector in the first place. It isn't just Garrett, it's Minelab, XP, whatever, it's every detector made. The original coil is not as good as the aftermarket coils. I don't know why that Garrett, for instance, can't make a coil to put on it that matches the Detech Ultimate. I've no idea. But you always find that the aftermarket coils are just on a different level, really. So thanks for watching. I'll be back next week with another video. Bye for now.